Hey everyone, hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing great, going back to the gym and taking care of myself physically and doing what I got to do. This video I was inspired by a video I just watched recently, somebody who I subscribe to, and I'm sure you might have as well. It's Silver Slacker. Since we are pretty much a united precious metals um, investors here, and we usually watch each other's videos and stay in touch and things like that. So we got a nice little community here. So his video that he had recently, that he was disappointed by the U.S. government and how he wasted money on him. And that was basically because they sent him a free bag, which was, by the way, a nice gesture for buying their coins off them. And the thing is that was a little upsetting to him is that they sent the bag by itself, and not with the product that he ordered. Okay, so a couple days later he got his coin. I'm not going to tell you what it is in case you guys didn't see the video. I was very impressed and very happy that the coin he got, and I'm sure for years from now he's going to be very happy that he bought it. The value of that coin has increased dramatically, for sure. Now, the other crazy part about that is that the U.S. Mint didn't even use the United States Postal Service, their own company. They spent money to package it from UPS. They used a competitor. I don't see it. Airheaded decisions. It just makes no sense. And the quality of the bag, he said, was pretty cheap as well. And it wasn't even made in America, it was made in Vietnam. And probably the shipping cost was probably about 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10 times more value it cost to do that than the actual product. Could have sent it for practically for free with the coin. That was his basically what his logic was, and it's smart. That would have been a smart way to do it. Just send it with the coin that he purchased. No, they didn't. But anyway, so that was that part of the video that he was upset about, and I agree 100%. And the other part of this video that I wanted to talk about is the United States isn't ever going to improve. Are things going to get better? When they're going to get better? And how? In my eyes, it's going to be a very long time before the government ever, or should say the United States ever improves, gets back to where it used to be, if it ever could get back to what it used to be. And why it can't happen in the near future, a collapse is not going to do it. Okay, we can have a total collapse, but the people, the power to be, are still going to be there. Okay, the people are going to still be the people. And we're no longer united. We are divided, which is why we're weak. And the government is taking full advantage of this because it is their master plan to have it this way. And this is why this country will not improve. And this is my personal opinion on what I see around me. The reason is basically simple. The immigrants, the people that live here. I'm not talking about the illegal ones. I'm talking about the ones that have green cards, that are not citizens, and even some citizens that are no longer have the green cards that are citizens, that don't understand what our amendments and Constitution is, especially the ones that got the green cards, because they haven't taken a test to get their citizens to understand what the Constitution is and stuff of that nature. I work with 500 of them from South America, and not one of them is a citizen. And none of them, most of them don't even care of staying here. They're making their money here, cashing it in, and then bouncing. Can't blame them. I would probably do the same thing if my country was terrible and I could move to a different country and make a living for myself and my family, and then go back to my country and live happily ever after. Work like a dog for 10 years and then you retire for the rest of your life. Doesn't sound like too bad of a trade-off. As for me, I'm working to the day I die. Okay, probably most likely you as well. It's just the way this country has been built by the elite. It's why the richer get richer and the poorer get poorer. So, the reason is, it's the immigrants. They have no knowledge of the Constitution and amendments. So therefore, Obama takes away the Second Amendment, which he tried, which he failed. Takes away the Fourth Amendment, which he pretty much would succeed in all that area. People can come right into your homes without a warrant anymore. Just invade your privacy. You know, everything is being taken away from us. We're being spied on us, which is ridiculous. And since we're divided and not united to fight these people, to win back our constitutions, whatever ones they take away from us, Constitution, nobody cares. There's like what, 10% maybe of the population in the United States that would actually fight. You and I would. Most of the Caucasians and blacks would, because they've been here their whole lives. They know what the Constitution is, and they know what amendments are, because they live by them and they want them, and they will fight for them. Okay? Not all South Americans and Asians and stuff of that nature won't fight. So I'm not pointing my fingers at all of them, because our ones that were born here. Okay, I'm talking about the ones that came over here just for a job and don't care about anything else besides making money here. These are the people, and there's a lot of them. There's a majority of them. They're overwhelming, and this is what the government wanted to have them in here. Okay, so now there's a lot of them and less of us. That's why it's making us separate, not united. So we're weak. Our voices can't be loud enough to wake up the other people, because they're zombies and they're stuck with watching their sports team or their channels that they like to watch, American Idol and everything else. It's just a joke what this country became, that all we want to do now is work hard during the day because we have no choice, or at night, and go home and watch TV and go to bed and make it another day. They don't care about reality. Don't care. Second Amendment gets taken away. I don't have a gun anyway. Who cares? That's not the point. The point is that things are getting taken away from us that were not supposed to be taken away. Our forefathers made this for a reason. It needs to stay here. Okay? You don't like guns? That's fine. But still fight to have guns. We need guns. The city, the states, and countries that do have guns have less violence, less crime. Trust me, it's a fact. If you do your real research on guns, that's the truth. A burglar is not going to come into your home if he knows you're armed. He's going to go to the old lady's house who isn't, unless she's got herself something. Then he'll be like, you know what, let me back off on this house too. Okay? Most crimes are done in gun-free zones. Okay? Fact. Okay? So this is why the government is going to win this battle, because we're weak. The total collapse, they're still going to be weak. You're going to have people that don't speak English and immigrants that still ain't going to give a crap about this country powers to be. As long as they can have food and find something to eat and shelter, they don't care about amendments and Constitution. You and I do. This is why things won't improve until we get majority of them on our side and help us fight. They need to want it to have it. They need to experience it to want it. They never experienced it. They're just here for the food, money, and job. Then they leave. I noticed for a fact, because I talked to some guys who showed me their pay stubs. They're claiming 5 to 8 kids, so you don't pay any federal tax. Pretty much you make all their freaking money that they make 80 hours a week, work like dogs, like I said earlier, and they basically leave in 10 years. Live happily ever after. And I'm not blaming them, because they're doing the right thing, because even in our Constitution rights it says no income tax. The Federal Reserve came up with that with the IRS a year later in 1914. So that's hand to hand, finding a way how to rob from the citizens. And since we're just peasants, okay, you want to take our money? Go ahead. Here's our money. And then they take more. and more, and make you weaker and dumber and more brainwashed of thinking it's right for them to take this stuff while it's wrong. They are laughing. No income tax. Now, if all of us, nobody pays income tax, nobody claims their taxes at the end of the year, the whole country says, screw that, we're done. Who's going to win? Oh, the IRS? Or do you think our Constitution's going to come up? If everybody in this country says, you know what, we're only going to use gold and silver as money because that's in our Constitution and we're not using your fiat currency anymore, who's going to win? The people. And throughout history, the people always win when you're united. Not just here in America, but anywhere around the world. And it's happening even in today's world. When the people uprise, they win. They have the power, not them. The only thing they got is retarded people just want to watch TV. Take their medicines because, oh, I'm depressed. You're not depressed. You don't need depression pills, please. Cholesterol pills and high blood pressure pills. Most of you is just because you have a bad freaking diet and don't want to exercise. It's just terrible. The diseases we have in this country to keep us on medicines, to keep us dumb, stupid as zombies and don't want to get off the couch to fight for something. It's a losing battle. Can't win it unless we get off our ass and do something about it. Not a few of us, not a million of us, but how about 150 million of us who live here? Make some noise and things get heard and listened and done. We're just little whispers in the air. And that's exactly what the government and the elite wanted. Us to be weak, soft, and can't do a damn thing. So it's my last words to the immigrants. Do your research on this country. If you want to live what you call the greatest nation, then learn why it's the greatest nation and why things are getting taken away, and help us fight and keep it a great nation. And maybe you won't want to leave this country. Bring your family over here and live here. But of course, it's also a lot cheaper to live in your country. But I understand that. I'm not against that. I just want you to help us fight to get what we want, what we need here in this country, since you are here. Okay? Because when it turns down bad, you're not going to want to be coming here. There's going to be nothing here. It's what the government wanted. Us to be weak. Broken in small little parts. Because majority of people just don't care, don't know, don't understand, lack of knowledge. Constitution, baby. George Washington. People remember that guy? Peace.